It's week 2 of the NFL, and we've got the Seahawks' creative quarterback. Can't ask for much more than his last game, a 5-touchdown effort. It's the Seahawks and the Steelers, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 23.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Seattle Seahawks and the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They've been buoyed by getting 2 home games right at the start, and they come off a good victory in week 1. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Seahawks, they come off a good win in the opener on the road, and they get a second road game here.
Yeah, the schedule makers didn't really do them any favors, but if they can win here and get to 2-0 on the road, they could be well set up for the rest of the year.
So here come the Seahawks now for their first drive. And a peek at the man under center. He has 5 full years in the league under his belt, now in year number 6.
And he comes off an incredible performance in the opener. 5 touchdown passes. Now look, you always want to start strong. But I think that's more than anyone, including himself, could have expected.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw here. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On first down, Drake. And some room to run now. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now on first down, Drake again. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he fires one incomplete. This defense for the Steelers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Escaping the pressure. Touchdown! Tyler Lockett. His second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. But Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He had the touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll search for another score as they begin here with a 1st and 10. Play action fake. They'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Beck. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw. This complete to Lockett. It'll be a gain of 5. And now it's 3rd and 4.
One of the things you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was they'll start the drive with Drake. To the 43, 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. They'll hand it to Drake here on the option. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. The Seahawks at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And this would be quite a start for them if they could win 2 straight on the road.
Yeah, the schedule makers didn't do them any favors. They gave them 2 road games right out of the gate. But the thinking on the team has to be, imagine if we win these 2 games. What a setup for the rest of the season for us.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there. It keeps them advancing the ball.
2nd and 4. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Nick Needham picks it off. And the Steelers are going to take over here up near the 40. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's had a solid start to this game. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Man open downfield. It's Metcalf. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 39 yards there. A big one.
Ordinarily, when you're backed up this deep, most teams like to play it on the safe side, but not these guys. They took a big shot downfield and wound up hitting it for a big play. Back them into a corner, they come out swinging.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And a Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. There's your co-NFL record holder, T.J. Watt, doing what he does best, terrorizing quarterbacks. They'll look to throw here. This is the tight end fan. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Toward the sideline, he will have the 1st down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a entire breakdown on what the coverage was. That everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. The bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback there for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Seahawks go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP.
So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They got the victory last week. That was against Washington, and now they lead this ball game as well. Set to go here, 1st and 10. The drive will start with an option going left. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Well, this throw caught left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a 1st down on that last catch as well.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. That's DK Metcalf running the slant. He's got it. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 40. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. On the option, here's Drake. And he coughed it up. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So that is not the way you want to begin the half when you're only up by 1 score. A turnover. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that was overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a 1st. This is 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He has been consistent. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He hits his target, Lockett. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll hand it to Drake here on the option. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. This offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll start out here with the option left. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
All right, I don't want to get too poetic here where they talk about, the eyes being the windows of the soul. You know what else the eyes do? They see the open spaces on a field, and those eyes carry your legs to those spots, and that's what happened on that play. He saw an opening and went and got it.
Well, he really hasn't ran the ball all game. Fourth quarter here, needed big play, able to pick it up. So whatever the eyes saw and created, it worked. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the option, here's Drake. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That's a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. They'll hand it to Drake here on the option. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. A quick target here, complete to Metcalf. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook. They can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hand.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are right back in this football game.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Quick throw, and that's Eskridge on the slant.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Oh, the option is Drake. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Steps away. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Steelers are right back in this football game. Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. And now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He finds his man complete. That's Beck.
And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
And that's going to be caught downfield by Fant.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the victory here for Seattle. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the 2nd half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a 2nd half the
Opportunity. Let's go for goal. It's Madden NFL 23, and we've got the Seahawks leader at quarterback. Coming off a quality showing last week, well over 300 yards in that one. It's the Seahawks and the Rams, coming up next.
With Mount Rainier in the distance, there are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle.
So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And leading the charge, we get a look at their... They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved. Able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call.
Holding offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. On play action, they'll throw. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Kingsley Keke
Drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line.
Now they're a little further behind the 8-ball after the interception led to the touchdown. So a 2-score deficit here, 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. A handoff out of the pistol. It's Drake.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw.
And this goes out wide for Drake.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
The Seahawks at 2-0 here to begin the season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Rams force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Their quarterback leading this offense back out, and he's been in a real run.
Let's go.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got a man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Seahawks get a bit closer.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something
that they thought they could take advantage of. The key is calling it in the right situation.
Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. Here's Walker to start the drive.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Back to throw now in his own end zone. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A gain of right around 30 on a play that began way back inside the 5.
Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll set up to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Bobby Wagner, multiple times an All-Pro, in there to drop him for a loss. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 45-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
And that's going to be caught, Dwayne Eskridge.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker Kyle Van Noy. And the Rams are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He was intercepted.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Back to throw now on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Dancing to his left. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this 1st half. They'll look to throw again. He wants it all for the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle.
Dwayne Eskridge,
59 yards.
and the Seahawks get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style.
Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors. It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw here. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A third down gain of 19.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they've wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
You get a rookie tight end who can run like this, it just gives this offense a different dimension than they've had. It's going to be fun to watch his development and how this offense expands as the season moves along.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Drake trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll set up a throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now.
He's got some space here. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. They'll look to throw here. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Running for the shotgun with Drake. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Seahawks have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Did you see how the linebackers froze for just a second? That's why you run play action. You want to keep them rooted in the spot and create a little bit of extra space so your tight end can find some room behind him. And then the quarterback finds his target downfield, and he turns it into 6 points.
Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt, and now a chance to tie the game on this possession.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Ernest Jones.
And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession.
And they'll begin by running the option.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. He'll drop to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
That's caught inside the 20.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
And incomplete on the deep ball. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now back to throw.
Throw right side, taken in by Eskridge.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. He has a 1st down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Left side complete to Lockett. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And now here is another interception.
And the Rams will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.